estás?
How do you say yarrow?
Welcome to How Do You Say Yarrows?
How do you say yarrow? How do you say yarrow?
It'll be all the fun in the world.
Yabba-dabba-doo!
What up, what up, what up?
Welcome to How Do You Say Yarrows. Today we are going to unveil some truths.
Yeah, it's a very focused, probably a shorter episode today,
Yeah.
speaking in advance, but we were talking
Buckle
about
in.
a hot ticket item between Gabby and myself, and it's a weird one.
Hot dang!
Gabby, do you want to introduce our topic?
I would love to.
I loathe this topic.
If you guys know, I am half Puerto Rican.
Which is
from
great.
My dad.
Which is great.
Yeah, we love it.
Love it.
So.
Except.
So, I love, one of the Puerto Rican foods that I love is Tostones. So, if you know what a plantain is, it's like a banana. It's a type of banana. And a plantain, there's hard kinds and soft kinds. And they're cooked differently for a different product. So, the soft ones, they call them maduros, I think. And they make them like, they're like sweet plantains, basically. So like kind of like more caramelized and sweeter, and they cook out to be like a soft, sweeter plantain. And then there's tostones, which is the fried plantains. So you make that with a harder plantain or a harder banana, and then you like it's a process of like cutting it up, smashing it, frying it, like twice frying it, and then you eat those. They're like savory. Okay, so one sweet, one savory.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm obsessed with tostones. Obsessed. Love them.
Tostones.
Love them.
Hate them.
So yeah, we have this very odd dichotomy in our household where Adam like hates them.
Well, yes I do.
You want to describe your hate of them?
Now, I don't particularly care to eat them, which doesn't actually equate to hatred. I view them as a nuisance in our lives because I've been burned by this. Because, you know, we're going up maybe to get a snack, or we're just eating a quick dinner and like it's low prep. But Gabby decides, I want tostones. And now I have my food heated, ready to go. And it's not a long thing to make, but now my timing is ill prepared because we had agreed upon a set time that we were eating. And now my food is cold. And if you want to know a pet peeve of mine, it is not eating. So for me, like, the thought is when the food is ready, we should all be getting together to eat. The fact that people are not doing this, or it's apathy, is boggling to me. This is the prime time to eat the food, and especially, and I will throw this out, if I cook, I am offended. I expect, like, you know, if you're cooking a family dinner, I want everybody together for it, or not. I'm okay to accept it. But if we're eating this together, don't delay this. Why would we put off the food that we wanted? It's mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling.
I totally understand that, because I think similarly, one of my pet peeves is if you're supposed to eat a food hot, I want to eat it hot.
Yep, I agree.
So like I love soup.
Yep.
And if I get soup out, you know, at a restaurant or something, or let's say we do takeout, which I really hate to do takeout soup, but like I love soup, so every once in a while it might happen, right? Mm-hmm. But then let's say we get takeout and then we're all back and we're like, okay, we have the food, like let's start eating, you know?
Yeah.
And there's a delay there, you know, where people are like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why are we doing this? I have soup. It should be eaten hot. So that kills me. So I totally understand that. We are on the same page with that.
No, totally agree. But so it's just that this seemingly simple food. It's a banana. How long? Why is it being cooked? It just takes so much time. And
well, let me explain how it's made. I think that's important.
Please, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I have always loved tostones. My dad's always got them, like bought them for us. And growing up, I never made them. My aunts would always make them. It was like always a really special thing because they actually, Adam's right, they are a time-intensive thing. It's a simple thing, but they do take a lot of time. So that's why if you buy them out, you know, theoretically you're just paying for bananas, but they'll be a little bit more expensive than you would think because they're a time-intensive side dish. So anyway, when we went to Panama when I was like in my like early 20s or mid 20s, we got to see one of my aunts, and she's like an amazing cook. All my aunts are amazing cooks. And she was making tostones, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn this. Like, I need to actually learn this because it's one of my favorite foods, and I can't make it, and I'm tired of buying them.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to, learn under her tutelage. Is that how you say that?
Yep.
Okay, fun word. And so tutelage. So she even gave me like my own like banana presser and everything, and I got to watch her, and she taught me. So you have to peel the plantain, then you cut it up, then you put it in olive oil on the frying pan on one side a couple minutes, then you flip them, the chunks of plantain on the other side, so you cook both sides in the oil, then you take them all out, and then you have to smash each individual one. So you could use the presser if you have one, or really you could use like a mug. Like if I don't have the presser and I'm somewhere, I'd just use the mug, smash them. And then you could do another step, which is put them actually in water to like cool them before placing them back on the heat. Or it works too to just skip that step and put them right back in the frying pan. So now you're doing that for all of them again. So you're refrying all of them, both sides. This is quicker. And then you take them all out, put them on like paper towel to help like soak up the oil. And then I like to put salt and pepper on it. You could put other seasonings on it at that point. And then you eat them. So, and you gotta eat them like fresh off.
It's a fried food. It should be, yet again, another food, not only takeout, but I agree, fried foods, best eaten, you gotta eat them fresh.
Eat them crispy.
If you lose the crisp, why are you eating it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll still do it, but it's not as good.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's the deal. So, it does take time.
Yeah, it's the unexpected nature of it. Do I actually hate these foods? I have nothing against it. It's more of the planning process.
He wishes that I would plan it. I need better time management with it. That's the deal.
You have great time management.
I don't.
No,
I mean, I don't.
love you.
Not like you. My time management is fine as a functional adult.
You have no problem with it.
But no, it's not as good. There are different things in life that I will say I'm going to do it, and in my head it takes this amount of time. Like, okay, in my head, if I'm going to make tostones, I'm thinking 5 minutes. I mean, that's just not even real. Like, But I realize I'm thinking, 5 minutes, I'm going to make tostones. Really, it's probably more like 15 minutes, maybe even more.
Yeah, they're not even that long.
It depends on how many I make in one batch.
Yeah, that's true.
So, it could, so that's a huge difference. I'm triple, underselling how much time.
Excuse me.
And I think part of it is because I don't mind the process. Like, I enjoy making them, and it's worth it to me because I like the food so much. But that means that I think it takes less time than it does.
But it's good for you.
And then, it's true. Then Adam's like, I thought we were eating 20 minutes ago, and he's like prepared, and I'm like, yeah, soon. And I'm like only on step 2, And it's like, that's the sadness that Adam experiences. There's also one other piece I think that makes you sad.
What's that?
The splatter.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do not. It's something that you can't win on because I splatter too.
Yeah.
But I do hate oils coming over the stove. I really work hard to keep that stove pretty clean.
He does.
So the oil splatter it hurts me.
He does. It does. So what I've been trying to do, he taught me to, because so you close the pan while they're cooking because they're cooking in oil and it splashes up or whatever you want to call it. So you do close it over, but you have to open it in order to turn them at all the different stages, and that's when it happens. So he had asked me to when I open it, so before opening it I bring it over the sink, and then I open it like in the sink and turn them in the sink, and then I put it back over and do that. So I've been doing that,
and she's amazing at it.
I can't tell how much it helps. I think it helps, but it's tough. That is a tough thing to fight. I'm not sure.
The only other way to do it really is if we put like aluminum foil on everything to absorb, to kind of block it, or maybe a rag almost.
Well, but it happens on the stovetop. You can't put a rag on the stovetop.
Yeah, you put aluminum foil.
Oh, interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, you can kind of surround it, but.
Okay, that's something to think about. Yeah, and or a deeper pan, right?
Yeah,
that.
Honestly, if we did the Dutch oven.
Well, that's interesting. We'll have to look some things up. Would a Dutch oven, fry it as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, so different than a skillet.
I don't see a difference though.
Adam and I are learning much about cooking and cooking.
We've been growing a lot in this area.
It's hard to know what exactly pans. Just a random tidbit. It is hard to know what pans you need.
Yeah.
in a household because your tastes change of what, and you learn different skills hopefully of what
Yeah.
you're making. And at the beginning, when we got married, it's like we were like we don't really. Well, he cooked more than I did,
Yeah.
so we just need the basic pans, which is really what you need. But then, I don't know. We might need a different kind of pan, and then it would maybe splatter less, like a deeper one. I'm thinking.
That might help.
Can ask my aunts.
Yeah. That being said, I love how happy they make you.
I know.
And when one day your biography is written, it should be called Gabby Yaros, a girl and her plantains. Thanks for joining us on How Do You Say Yaros.
Thank you guys.
Email us at howdoyouSayYaros@gmail.com and follow me at Adam Yaros.
And try some tostones.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.